Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look again at ICP, seeing what's going on. I'm willing to speculate we saw a pretty healthy, a very unhealthy amount of liquidation liquidated down to the downside yesterday for ICP as we saw a massive amount of altcoins just get destroyed. Again, most alts are recovering soundly, but still a lot of liquidation here. No matter how you look at it, 1170, I mentioned that previously being a heavy concentration of liquidation. That got swept pretty hard. We still got a little bit of liquidation down about 1070, 1090. So just keep in mind, we may not be out of the woods yet, but simply put, most of the longs got destroyed over the weekend for there's really no reason why it happened. Bitcoin dominance shot up. Every single altcoin went down 5 to 10%. Bitcoin went sideways. I think Bitcoin had a cold, so it sneezed and everything kind of came down a little bit. But generally speaking, that's what happened, right? So we can see this heavy concentration liquidation above the price action now, heavier than the downside. So $12.35 upwards of $13, possibly even $14 could be the next area of potential. Now to touch on that, I have this little thing pulled up here. Basically, it's just a falling wedge pattern, basically just implying that the price action is more likely to break to the upside. It's common for falling wedges to go up then down. So what we're looking for is a kind of a break of this ascending trend here essentially, the descending trend, a retest of that to the upside here. It'll probably be roughly about 1250 or higher when we see that here next. We could get close to that, just depends on how Bitcoin performs, honestly. Bitcoin is pulling back a little bit after being up on the day. So it would make sense for alts to kind of bleed out a little bit further here before that happens. So again, alts are pretty weak right now, folks. Just be very careful. Again, Bitcoin dominance is pretty high. It's retesting its most recent resistance level. So do me a favor before we get started here. Just like the video, comment below. Deeply appreciate that. Helps grow the channel, get this in front of more people. Absolutely appreciate you doing that. And thanks again to everyone else too. I got some awesome feedback from my community. And just in general, the comments section has been pretty pleasing lately, just to see that I'm making a difference and impact on people's lives. So deeply appreciate hearing that. Thank you very much, and of course you're welcome. My pleasure. Let's take a look here at the daily time frame and confirm what's going on here. Well, we're above the 200-day SMA. We basically saw the price action bounce off of that level here at this lower fib level there. Well, basically just the lowest point in which we saw the price recently. I wouldn't even say it's a low fib level. It's basically just the baseline. That's the support level we cannot lose. So hypothetically, we lose this level here, it could be a nightmare, but generally speaking, should be in decent shape based on previous price action. We've never truly closed below that in the last year's worth of trading, or sorry, not year's worth, I apologize, more so the last month's worth of trading. Okay, we technically have been in the $10 range previously. Anyways, what I'm getting at here is that we're below majority moving averages, so it's not like the best conditions here to take a trade. So I would not just take a long position, with no reason. I did recently talk about a bullish pattern there that has since been invalidated because of the way that the Bitcoin's price has been manipulated. Well, we saw $1.5 billion in selling pressure in 15 minutes or less on Thursday, I think Thursday/Friday. And then of course yesterday, just a constant bleed out. So a lot of ridiculous things happening right now to alts. So just keep in mind, not the most ideal conditions to trade. So I've never seen stochastic this low. Well, correction, I have, but it's less common, right? Stochastic is very low here. We can also see money flow index, RSI, all pretty much on the unfavorable side of things. So the macro looks very poor for this coin. There's no other way around it. No need to sugarcoat it at all. We can see stochastic is starting to swing down. Money flow index is below 50 and RSI as well. And the only thing we got going for us is a slight convergence here, but that's still kind of dissipating. So the truth is, folks, ICP is not looking good, okay? So if you're in the trade that we took on ICP over the weekend, we're actually at break even right now, I think at the 1170 mark, since we took 2 entries. So feel free to go ahead and close that, just to be on the safe side, I guess. But ultimately, I'm going to leave my position open just because I feel confident that we're still going to be able to hit our targets, just based on the way the structure of the trade is taken. However, if you're concerned with it, you maybe use too high leverage or too large position size, I would say close here soon and break even if you can, just to err on the side of caution. It's good and important to do that, because if we look at the hourly here too, we're still below the cloud. We got rejected by that. Honestly, more importantly, this is just Bitcoin being a shenanigan monster. Price action pulling back here, but generally speaking, conversion lines above the baseline. Lagging span was free and clear up until a couple of hours ago, and now we're below the cloud. So we have 2 out of 3 reasons not to take a long position, and I would say based on larger time frames, there's really very little indication as to why you should take a long position with this coin. So again, it's not a fantastic situation here by any stretch, But once more, we got some patterns here. I think this falling wedge pattern could inevitably break out. If we lose this lower trend line though, different story altogether. I feel okay with the way things are holding myself personally with my trade. Again, just because of how I structure the trade. I feel confident in the way that it works. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at here. Those are my 2 cents. What are your 2 cents? Comment below, like the video if you haven't already. Trade ICP on the world's best exchange here. $5,500 in benefit rewards if you use my link to register. CryptoCache.tech is a site if you want to become a better trader too. We got a lot of new community members over here in our Discord and our trading community, so it's been just an awesome experience. Thanks again to everybody for being great parts of my lives, and thanks to my admins too. Got some really cool and good people in our group here. So thanks again, folks. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Take care.